Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you my largest and also by far my favorite backpack that I've ever worn. This is the Gregory Baltoro 70 liter internal frame backpack. It's won several Editor's Choice Awards from Backpacker magazine. It's pretty popular, pretty notorious, and in my opinion deserving of all the hype and all the praise it's gotten. Mine, just a quick note, mine is a few years old, but the newer version is basically unchanged. A few zipper movements and a few slight changes here and there, but all around the same suspension system, same kind of pack. So you can use this, and this review would basically apply to the brand new one if you were going to go buy it. But I'll run you through all the features here, show you what it does well, and show you what it's not so great at, and here we go. Alright, so we'll start out with just the basics on the main compartment. Obviously, it's a good place to start. It's accessed through the top lid here. It has two drawstrings to close it up there and keep it cinched up. It actually expands quite a bit taller than I have it there now. I have it sucked down a little bit. But main compartment access through the top there. You can also access it with this zipper right here. Goes in through the main, that zips all the way down to the sleeping bag seam down here. So this whole top piece will flip open and give you access to the main compartment there. You can also access the main compartment through the sleeping bag pouch underneath, and it has a small shelf built in there to separate it, but you can remove it if you want to. So that covers the main compartment. Other compartments on it, right here, it has a front pouch separate from the main compartment there, pretty good size. It's basically this unit that you're seeing right there. The top lid has a separated pouch on there, good place to stuff some rain gear. Side pocket on each side, right here, with the zipper going down, and the same on the opposing side. Obviously the sleeping bag pouch, but that's kind of part of the main compartment. Each hip belt has a hip belt pocket on it, which are a little undersized in my opinion. I can barely squeeze my camera in there. That's something I really wish they would expand those just a tad. It'd be great. Last, for organization, you've got a open stretchy pouch here, and on the other side a water bottle pouch, which if you're not using, just kind of zips up and stays tucked away so it's not catching on anything. It also has a hydration sleeve on the inside of the main compartment and hydration ports on either side of the pack. So those are all the places where you can put all your cool stuff. As far as once it's all loaded up, it's fantastic in terms of being able to compress it down and keep it really streamlined. Real quick, I should mention it has two loops here for an ice axe or trekking poles, but you've obviously got your loops on the bottom here, looped on the bottom so you can actually hook some gear there if you need to, but you cinch those down to suck the bottom up. Each side has a high and a low strap to keep the sides sucked in real nice. And then the top lid has 5 compression points. You've got your 2 here that keep it closed, and then on the back there's 1 here in the middle and 2 on either side, which is really nice. If you really want to load this pack up, you can undo these a bit and the lid will lift up pretty high. And then conversely, if it's not fully loaded, you can suck it down and make it really streamlined, and it's just great no matter how you want to load it. I guess right now we will move on to where this pack really excels, which is the suspension system here. Obviously you got a sternum strap here that slides up and down, that's adjustable. We'll get that out of the way and undo the hip belt here. But this is Gregory's AFS Response system that the Baltoro uses, and also if for the women's specific pack is called the Deva, it also uses the AFS Response suspension system. So this thing absolutely rocks. You've got really thick, like 1-inch padding on your shoulder straps. Your hip belt is like 1 inch thick. You've got lots of padding here on your back. This really big lumbar pad with some mesh for venting. The lumbar pad also is coated with silicone, so it's actually kind of tacky, which is great. You get it, you put the pack on, tighten up the hip belt, and that just kind of sticks right into your back, not in an uncomfortable way, but it keeps the whole pack from kind of sliding around on you. So it's just great. It's like the pack kind of becomes a part of you. And the other thing is Gregory's system here. Each hip belt side can pivot independent of the other one, which is just great in terms of, especially if you're going over uneven terrain, if you step over a big log or something and this hip comes up, the other one stays exactly with it. It doesn't have to go back down. So it really helps you stay balanced. I've never fallen with this pack on. It just, like I said, it's like it feels like your load is just a part of you, and it's just very natural. So the suspension system gets a 10 out of 10 for sure there. I guess other things that I would want to cover on this real quick are we'll go into some of the drawbacks of it. So I already mentioned that I think the hip belt pockets are too small because you can barely fit a little point and shoot camera in there. And if you can't fit that in there, then you're putting like, snacks and chapstick in there. It can go in your pockets just as easily. Also, the shoulder strap here, from here down, is just kind of, there's nothing there, and it would be really great if it had some elastic loops or something, particularly for the hydration hose, because it kind of comes out here and you don't have anything to really keep it clipped onto the shoulder pad, so that's a small gripe with it. But the other drawback to it, which in my opinion, my philosophy on backpacking isn't really a drawback, is the weight. This pack weighs in with nothing in it at over 5 pounds, which is pretty high for a pack. But this pack is designed to carry big loads as comfortably as possible. Lots of padding, lots of buckles and features to keep it, your load cinched down and comfortable. And in my opinion, that far outweighs a couple pound penalty that I might pay over an ultralight pack. If I'm out there backpacking and my backpack doesn't fit me well, I'm not having fun, and that's the point of the whole thing. So if I can take a few extra pounds, but my load in general fits me way better, I think you're winning in that regard. I've carried this pack with 25 pounds is I think the maximum I've taken it to, and it honestly just barely feels like it's even there. It just, all the weight goes onto your hips where it's supposed to be, so it's great. But if you're an ultralight purist, it may not be your pack just because your base weight there is already over 5 pounds. So if that's your style, you might look elsewhere, but I absolutely love it. I mean, from an overnight trip to a multi-night trip, it's comfortable. I've never gotten a sore spot once. Really well balanced. It's just an awesome pack in my opinion. It's totally deserving of all the awards it's received. If you're looking for a pack in the 70-liter range for probably multi-night trips, and if you had some ultralight or low bulk equipment, you could easily extend it out to like a week-long pack. I haven't done that myself, but I'm looking to. That basically covers it. That's the Gregory Baltoro 70. And remember, for the ladies out there, that the Deva is the women's specific version of this pack. But if you're looking for one, get it. Absolutely recommend it. Thanks for watching.